Unit 3. Beauty is only skin deep. Pages 34 and 35. 1. Listen and discuss.
The hairbrush. Hairbrushes have been around for thousands of years. However, you may be surprised to learn that until recently they were only used by the wealthy and privileged. The upper-class ancient Egyptians used hairbrushes made of animal hair, porcupine quills, shells, and bone for combing and to remove lice and other pests that got tangled in their hair. Brushes were manufactured for the first time in 1777 by an English company. The bristles came from wild animals and were stitched into the brush by hand. It is not surprising that these brushes were quite expensive. It wasn't until the beginning of the 20th century that brushes began to be manufactured by machine and to be produced with cheaper, synthetic materials like nylon bristles. With these developments, brushes became extremely common.
Lipstick. Ancient Egyptian women made lipstick from a red dye extracted from seaweed and the poisonous element iodine. It was eventually discovered that this early form of lipstick made women very sick. Cleopatra had a safer, although not very appealing, recipe for lipstick. It was made from ants and beetles. The ants were used as the base and crushed carmine beetles for their deep red color. In 1884, the first modern lipstick was introduced in Paris. It was a solid stick made of castor oil, beeswax, and animal fat. By the 1940s, the use of lipstick by famous wealthy women had led to its widespread popularity. During this period, rotating lipstick in a tube was invented. Today, the average woman owns 8 lipsticks.
Deodorant. The ancient Egyptians worked hard to hide body odor. They put perfume in their baths and applied great quantities of it to their underarms. They tried using many odd items, like incense and porridge, as deodorant. The ancient Greeks were also afraid that they might give off an odor. Like the Egyptians, they bathed constantly and wore a lot of perfume. The Romans took this obsession a step further. They soaked their clothes in perfume and even put it on their horses and household pets. The first trademark deodorant, a paste called Mum, didn't appear until 1888. In the mid-1950s, the ballpoint pen inspired the first roll-on deodorant. Today, deodorants are a multi-billion-dollar industry and are as common as toothpaste in most homes.
Nail polish. Nail polish can be traced back to around 3000 BCE in both China and Egypt. Chinese nail polish was a mixture of beeswax, gelatin, egg whites, and a gum from a special tree. Nail color represented social class. During the Zhou dynasty, around 600 BCE, the royal colors were gold and silver, so these were the colors worn by royalty and the upper class. Lower-ranking women were only allowed to wear pale colors. If they were royal colors, they could be put to death. Ancient Egyptian men and women of high social rank stained their nails with red henna. Military commanders in Egypt and early Rome felt that it was important to be well-groomed before going into battle. It is strange but true that they spent hours before a battle having their hair curled and their nails painted. Modern nail polish was invented in the 1920s. Its formula is very similar to the formula for car varnish.